So starting with analysis of income statement. Before we go into it, again emphasizing the basic point or the key point that we have been talking about since very first class, that is income statement is used to analyze the performance. And when you analyze the performance, there are two key, with respect to income statement, there are two key factors that you look at. One is top line and other is bottom line. Top line is your sales and bottom line is your net income or earnings. And how do you analyze the relationship between top line and bottom line? To analyze that relationship or analyze profitability. So that means two key things to note in income statement is our growth and profitability. That are the two key factors to analyze or to note. So when we say analyze, what do we mean by that? So when we say analyze, we mean analyze any change into it, that what is changing, how much is the change, then compare that change with the industry or with the peers, that how has it performed against the peers and against its past performance, and then find out the reasons. So just finding out what is happening is not enough. Finding out why, what is causing that change is enough. So if anything is changing, you should be, as an analyst, you should be able to find out the reason for that change, that what actually is causing that change or what is leading to that change. So here is an example. Here is a basic example of a sample income statement, a very basic income statement that is given to you. So when you start analyzing it, first thing that you do is to analyze the sales trend, that what has been the trend in sales. When we look at the sales, there are many ways of looking at sales. One of the simplest ways would be that I look at the 1 year growth. Another could be that I look at the 5 year growth, or I look at the 2 year, 3 year growth, or whatever. So remember, whenever you are analyzing sales trend, it is not just enough to look at 1 year growth, and it is not either enough to look at 5 year growth or 3 year growth. You should look at the growth at multiple timelines, so that you know that what has changed over the past. Usually when we are doing such kind of analysis, we take 5 year of period, because it is assumed that a business cycle gets completed in almost 5 years. So it is assumed that if there are any uncertainties with respect to economic cycle or business cycles, that would get covered within this 5 year period. So this period is assumed to be a stable or sustainable period. So when you are analyzing sales, first or key thing that you need to do is to compute the 5 year annual growth rate, to find out that how has company progressed or how has company performed over the past 5 years or over a full business cycle, you can say. So first thing that you do is you calculate 5 year CAGR, 5 year CAGR. What is CAGR or CAGR? This is compound annual growth rate. So first key task to perform is to find out that what has been the 5 year compound annual growth rate. That is, if I look at a horizon of 5 years, what would have been the company's annual growth rate. अगर मैं 5 साल में देखूं तो एनुअली कितने ग्रोथ पे कंपनी किस रेट पे कंपनी ग्रो होती रही होगी. This is just to get a broad idea about the overall performance, so that you know how has it performed against the industry or against the competitors, or has the growth been strong or not. How do you calculate CAGR? So simply it is an annual rate. So going to the basics of finance, what is future value formula? Future value formula is present value multiplied by 1 plus r to the power t. That is the basic or basic formula for calculating future value. That is present value into 1 plus interest rate to the power time or number of periods. So if I am taking 5 years, 5 years would mean 6 values. That is, this is year 0, then 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. So how do I calculate 5 year CAGR? 5 year CAGR would be this interest rate or this annual rate at which company sales has grown over the 5 year period. So if I am taking this 5 year period, what will be my future value? इसमें future value क्या होगी? 143.3. This is the value that at which you will be arriving after completing the 5 years period. So this becomes your future value. And what will be the present value? 100. This is the starting point from which you start. So this becomes your present value. That means 100 has increased to 143.3 in 5 years. Now you need to find out that what has caused this change, or how much has it changed on annual basis on each given year. So simply you plug in future value here, 143.3 equals to present value 100 multiplied by 1 plus r to the power 5, because these are 5 years. So remember, if I am taking 5 years period, I will take 6 values. If I am taking 3-year period, I will take 4 values, because it starts with a 0. It starts with time 0 to the power 5. Now if you solve it, you can find out r 0.07%, 7.46%. So are you all able to calculate it easily? Key point, when you do it in your for your companies, or when you apply it on your companies, you will have to do it using Excel. And in Excel, it is advisable that you do not use this formula, but use the Excel's formula, that is equals to rate. We will do it once we get done with it. But the formula that you can use to calculate CAGR in Excel is equals to rate. So this is 5-year CAGR, that is 7.46%. Next step that you should do is that you should look at the sales growth or annual growth at a different timeline, or at a shorter timeline, to note whether over time has growth improved or decreased over a period of time, or over these 5 years. So next what you can do is you can find out the CAGR at 3 years, that is 3-year sales growth, or 3-year CAGR. To calculate 3-year CAGR, again your future value will be 143.3. Your present value would now be 122.1, because these are 3 years, 0, 1, 2, 3, or 0, 1, 2, 3. So present value would be 122.1 multiplied by 1 plus r to the power 3. And if you solve it, what is the answer for r? 5.48%. So that means over time your growth has dropped, or over time your growth has or the company's growth has declined. 5-year CAGR is higher and 3-year CAGR is lower. So there seems to be a problem with the company. Now next thing that you do is look at the most recent trend, that what has happened in the most recent year. So if you just calculate the last year's growth, it will be 143.3 divided by 130.3 minus 1. What is it? 9.9% or 9.98%. So if you look into it, So if you look into it, 5-year was about 7.5%, 3-year was I think 6.5%, 5.4%, and then 9.8%. So if you look into it, you will find out that the overall, historically, the growth started to slow down, and then in last year it suddenly increased to 9.8%. Now just knowing, this is just the starting point. This is only 10% of the work. Just knowing the trend is not enough. Now next thing is to find out the reasons for this change. So if you look into it, it looks like that in last year company has done something different that has led to a significant increase in growth from 5.4% to 9.8%. So you need to find out that what are actually the drivers of this growth. What is driving the sales? What has driven the sale over the 5 years? What has driven the sale over the 3 years period? And what has driven the sale over the past year? Because maybe last year के अंदर क्योंकि ये significant एक increase आ रहा है, अगर इसका कोई reason नहीं मिलता, so there can be a case that maybe company started to quickly recognize its revenues. Maybe company ने अपने expenses जो हैं वो delay कर दिए. Maybe company ने अपने depreciation method या estimate change कर लिया. Sorry, not depreciation method, revenue recognition method. So maybe company ने अपना revenue recognition method change कर लिया, maybe company ने ज़्यादा credit देना शुरू कर दिया हो distributors को, या ज़्यादा risk लेना शुरू कर दिया हो, या maybe कोई expand करा हो किसी नए sections में. So whatever change is happening, you need to document the, or you need to find out the, or investigate the reasons for that change. So just knowing the change is not enough. Knowing the change is just the 10% of the work. Rest 90% is knowing the reason for this change. So what you will then do is, when you are applying it to your companies, you will calculate 5 years CAGR, 3 years CAGR, and 1 year sales growth. Then you will find out the reasons for this growth, that what actually drives the sales of the company. Is it a specific consumer trend? Is it expansion into new countries? Is it expansion into new product lines? Is it some competitors going out of the market? What is actually causing that change, or what is actually driving that sales growth? So when you apply this to your companies, the question that you need to answer is that what is driving the growth. For example, maybe company came up with some new products over the past that has led to an increase in growth. Or maybe company sells some healthy products and the overall consumers are becoming health conscious, and that is driving the growth. So if anything is changing, you need to find out the reason for that change. So if there is a growth, you need to find out that what is actually driving that growth. And how will you find that out? This you will find out through annual reports. Annual reports के अंदर आपको काफी सारी details मिल जाएंगी that what is leading to growth or what is driving growth. Secondly, you will look out the management commentaries. Third, you will look out third party research sources through Google. अगर किसी ने कोई research reports लिखी हुई हैं उसके ऊपर, या कोई research reports या कोई भी research या articles available हैं. Fourth is that there is an earnings transcript. यूजुअली कंपनीज की अवेलेबल होती है या किसी कंपनीज की नहीं भी होती. दीज आर द क्वार्टरली रिजल्ट्स रिव्यू. सो क्वार्टरली रिजल्ट्स के बाद स्पेशली इन यूएस देयर इज अ कॉल दैट हैपेंस विद द एनालिस्ट, एंड ऑन दैट कॉल एनालिस्ट आस्क क्वेश्चंस फ्रॉम द मैनेजमेंट एंड मैनेजमेंट आंसर्स दोस क्वेश्चन. सो उसकी ट्रांसक्रिप्ट भी आपको इजीली मिल जाती है. इन दैट यू विल बी एबल टू फाइंड आउट द क्वेश्चंस एंड आंसर्स, and that will help you understand what is driving the company or what is driving growth for the company. Secondly, when you are looking at the sales growth or sales number, it is just not enough to look at the historical growth of the company. You need to compare it with the competitors, or you need to compare it with the industry. So what you will then do is you will find out the competitors of your company, or find out the competitors of the business that you are analyzing. And for those competitors, you will find out the same numbers: 5-year CAGR, 3-year CAGR, and 1-year sales growth. And then you will compare your company's growth with the competitors' growth. And again, if there is any deviation, if there is any change, then you need to find out the reason, that what is actually causing that change, or what has actually led to that difference. इस कंपनी ने ऐसा क्या करा है जो दूसरी कंपनी से नहीं करा, या दूसरी कंपनीज ने ऐसा क्या करा है जो इस कंपनी ने नहीं करा. So that is what you need to understand. So compare the growth against competitors and industry, and figure out the reasons for variance against industry. So you look at the historical growth. Historical growth को analyze करने के बाद, trend देखने के बाद, second thing is what is driving the growth. Find that out. What has led to change in growth? किस वजह से growth गिरी है, किस वजह से growth बढ़ी है. And lastly, what is the growth of competitors, and what are the reasons for differences between the growth of your subject company and the competitor. So ये कंपनी क्या ऐसा कर रही है जिसकी वजह से ग्रोथ ज्यादा है, या क्या ऐसा नहीं कर रही है जिसकी वजह से इसकी ग्रोथ कम है. These are the questions that you need to answer. So do all these calculations and then also find out these answers to these questions. How do you find out the answers to these questions? Again, I have already told you, use Google, use articles, use research reports, use companies' annual reports, or use any other material that is available out there. So going further or going deeper into the analysis of sales, next thing is, so you have had a broad idea of the overall historic growth, कि 5 year में कैसी रही है, 3 year में कैसी रही है, और 1 year में कैसी रही है. These numbers are impacted by any change in a specific given year. So let's say कोई एक साल था जिसके अंदर कंपनी ने अपने operations close करे थे, कोई एक product close करी थी for example, या फिर जो है वो कंपनी इकोनॉमिक रिसेशन आया था, या फिर किसी भी वजह से कंपनी की सेल्स गिर गई थी या स्लो डाउन हो गई थी. सो उसका इम्पैक्ट भी इन नंबर्स के ऊपर आएगा. सो नेक्स्ट थिंग दैट यू नीड टू डू इज टू लुक एट द ओवरऑल ईयर ओवर ईयर ग्रोथ. यस. Next thing that you need to know is, when you are analyzing the sales, you should know where is actually growth or change coming from. So there can be two sources of growth, or two sources of change in sales. One is volumes and other is pricing. That is, maybe overall number of units sold have increased, or maybe prices have increased, that has led to the change in revenue, because your sales or revenue is a product of pricing and volume, price into volume. So then again you need to find out that what is actually driving the growth. Has it been the inflation, has it been increase in prices, or has it been increase in volume? अगर volume drive कर रही है तो that is better for the company, because that means there is real demand. अगर pricing drive कर रही है तो that means you are dependent on inflation, or you are dependent on market factors or economic factors, कि अगर future में inflation slow down होगी तो growth भी slow हो जाएगी. Moving further into the sales, or deeper diving into the sales, next thing that you need to do is to look at the year over year sales trend, that what has actually changed in any given year. So far हमने 5 year देख लिया था, 3 year देख लिया था, 1 year देख लिया था, and we knew कि something has gone wrong over the past 3 years, but we did not know कि ये एक specific year का phenomena है या फिर ये overall growth slow down हो गई है. For that we will need to look at the year over year growth, and for that you can plot this graph. This is just the annual sales each year, and this line shows the, or this line chart shows the year over year growth of sales. So if I look into it, year over year growth sustained in first 2 years and in last 1 year. Problem happened in 2015, where there was a significant dip in the sales. So अगर historically 5 साल में का जो आप पीरियड देख रहे हैं उसके अंदर किसी भी एक साल में या किसी भी एक पीरियड के अंदर you are seeing any abnormal change, that is abnormal increase or abnormal decrease, or a decrease in sale or an abnormal increase in sale, then again you need to find out that what actually led to that change. और अगर वो change नहीं होता तो फिर growth क्या होती? So what you need to do is that, for example, in this scenario, if I am analyzing this company, I can clearly see that there was a problem in 2015. Apart from that, company has sustained its growth. So next thing is to find out that what actually went wrong in 2015. Maybe in 2015 company closed down a product, so that was a one-time change. That shouldn't impact my estimate of growth, because that was only a one-time change. Future के अंदर company का वो segment नहीं होगा तो company can sustain its growth. So जो 5 year CAGR से 3 year CAGR पे decline आया था, maybe that was due to this change, or maybe that was due to company stopping any of its businesses or operations or its products. Sorry, this is a year over year growth, 1 year growth. So this is 1 year, this is 1 year, this is 1 year. So this is growth in 2012, this is growth in 2013, growth in 2014. So it is growth for only 1 year, change in sales in one single year. So this will tell us that 2015 mein there was a dip. That means 2015 mein there was a problem. So then you need to find out that what actually led to this decline or led to this problem. So you need to find out that why was there a significant decline in a specific year, or why was there an abnormal or significant increase in a given year if a change has happened. Then next thing that you need to answer is that whether that is an industry phenomena, क्या पूरी industry नहीं ऐसा perform करा था, या सारे competitors नहीं ऐसा perform करा था, या फिर सिर्फ इस company ने करा. So was it a company specific case or scenario, or was it an industry phenomena? So then you will need to find out कि उस particular year के अंदर competitors ने कैसा perform करा था. अगर competitors ने बहुत अच्छा perform करा था और company specific phenomena था, so that means there is a problem with the company. लेकिन अगर overall industry ही down थी, so that means there is no problem with the company, it was just a cyclical move. That is overall economy या overall industry या overall demand जो थी वो उस period के अंदर down थी या कम थी. Then next is it expected to repeat in future? So when you are analyzing, so all of this that we are doing is important, because we need to forecast future or we need to predict future. Past में क्या हो चुका है, that is of no concern, but why it concerns you is because based on that you will be able to find out what will happen in future. So ये जितने भी आप reasoning ढूंढ रहे हैं, that will be used in predicting the future. So once you know the reasons for decline in 2015, then you need to test, or you need to find out whether that same scenario can happen in future or not. सो मे बी 2015 के अंदर रिसेशन आया था, सो देन यू नीड टू फाइंड आउट कि अगले 5-6 ईयर्स में वो पोजीशन या वो सिनेरियो कितना लाइकली है, या मे बी कंपनी ने जो है वो कोई प्रोडक्ट फेल हुई थी कंपनी की, सो देन यू नीड टू फाइंड आउट कि अगले 5 ईयर्स में कोई नई प्रोडक्ट आएगी तो उसके फेलियर के चांसेस कितने हो सकते हैं. So whatever the reason was, you need to find out that whether that reason is expected to occur or happen in future again or not. So जिस भी year में, जिस भी single year में you are seeing any variation from normal trend, you need to give the reason. Maybe there is a company जिसकी sales growth बहुत ज़्यादा volatile हो, so you need to have the reasons कि इतनी ज़्यादा volatile क्यों होती है, एक साल में ज़्यादा एक साल में कम क्यों होती है, and is it again an industry phenomena or a company specific phenomena, and will it remain be like this in future or will it become sustainable in future. So you will need to plot a graph like this so that it becomes clear, and then again you will have to answer questions like these. Again emphasizing the fact कि ये questions जो हैं, these are some only basic questions. Your analysis should not be limited to this. If there is anything else that you are able to find out या आपको कुछ company में दिख रही है होती हुई, so you should find out the reasons for that as well.